So far we have seen how to create a variable using set variable or set variable if, or to make it global using global variable functions. Now we'll see another section where we can define our variables. So for that just put 3 stars and then variables. Now you can create various types of variables, maybe like scalars, list variables, dictionary variables, or you can import variables from separate Python files. So let us first create a scalar. So to create a scalar, you need to click on this fresh scalar, and by default it gives you a name, but you can put your own name. The syntax would always remain same for a variable. You need to put a $sign and then name would be in curly braces, and then after a tab you can give the value. So I can have multiple scalar values like this. It may be holding a string value or integer value or any other format. So in the test case itself, if I simply log that value, I need not have this variable created in the test case because the scope of the variables created here would be the test suite. So I get the value printed over here. So these are scalars. Now let's see what are list variables. Again right click and click create a list. Now list always starts with @ symbol. It is important to note that scalar starts with $ or a variable starts with $, but a list starts with @. And the name you need to give in curly braces, and then all the values would be tab separated. So this list1 is having 5 values, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now if you want to print any specific value of list, you need to give that index in square brackets, but that would be inside that curly braces itself. So list1 square brackets 1 and then close off curly braces. So this would give you the value of that index. Now you see the value would be 2 here because element at index 2 is that one. So index starts with 0. So if you print list of 0, it would give you 1. If you print list of 1, it would give you 2, like that. Third one is dictionary, which stores the values in key value format, and the notation starts with ampersand symbol instead of $ or @, and the name follows again in the curly braces. And you always need to give values like key and value. Key is, let's say, A, value is 1, key is B, value is 2, and key is C, value is 3. A dictionary cannot have duplicate keys, but two keys can have same values. To print a value of a variable or a key, you just need to use dict. Again, while printing the values, you always need to use $sign, be it a list or a dictionary, and in square brackets, in single quotes, you need to give the name of key, and it would print the value of that key here on the console. So this is how we access lists. This is how we access dictionaries. I hope this part is clear to you, because we need not create like these dictionaries or lists here in the test cases if we create it like this. But there are provisions or various functions available to create these things in the test cases or user keywords as well. Now, the next one is how to import data from files. So for that we remove this section and we need to import another section, which is settings. And in settings we give variables that come from a Python file, let's say config.py. Now I go to the project repository and I create a new file here, and let's say it is config.py, and I save it. Now in this config.py, I start putting my keys and values in this format. So key is A, value is 1, key is B, value is 2, key is C, value is 3, like that. Now I come back to my test case. Here I know that this value would be in the dictionary, and I have already imported here in the settings section, so I can directly use that key name and the value would be printed. So this is really very important. If you have lots and lots of variables, you can directly import those variables and you can use them. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video.